that motivated me to become a doctor. That 99% of the NEET aspirants are engineers.
Yes. NEET ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಂತ ಭಾಳ ಜನ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ. NEET ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಂತ ಬಂದವ್ರೊಳಗೆ 99% are engineers today. 99% in NEET aspirants are engineer students. Which was the biggest motivation for you throughout these 2 years?
So the motivation of me standing in that white coat, treating the people, and
Purely down to earth, and he is pure local homegrown talent.
ಹಿಂಗೆ ನೀವು ನೋಡಿಟ್ಟು ಮಸ್ತಿ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊತಿರ್ತೀವಿ ಮತ್ತು ಅಟ್ಯಾಕ್ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ತಗೋತೀವಿ. ಯಾವ ಮೋಟಿವೇಶನ್ ವಿಡಿಯೋ ನೋಡಿದ್ದೆ ಆಮೇಲೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ರಿ. ಐ ವಾಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ ವಜ್ರ ಮನ್ನಾಗ ಬಿದ್ರಿ ವಜ್ರ ಇರ್ತಿತ್ತು. Actually, I had dream of sitting here, but I took around 2 years to reach here. I wanted to ask sir that what rank should I get to sit here? But I would suggest you that you should have a particular goal for a day. For revision purpose, I preferred only my notes, my handwritten notes which I had made during my lectures, and for solving the problems, only the modules provided by my college. That was the fear of not leaving my brand value down.
Oh.
I was like walking here, and in the background, like KGF theme music was like any exam in front of me, I will be cracking that, and I will be there. The shirt, pant, or the bike, everything, the hairstyle, the goggle, everything. ನಿಮ್ ಪಪ್ಪ ಮೇ ಕೊಡ್ಸಿದ್ದೆ ಐತಲ್ಲ, ನೀವೇನು ಸ್ವಂತ ಗಳಿಸಿದ್ದಲ್ಲ, ನೀವು ಗಳಿಸಿದ್ದನ್ನು ಸ್ಟೇಟಸ್ ಹಾಕೋದಿರ್ತೈತೆ, ಅದ್ರ ಮಜಾ ಬೇರೆ. And it would come with the practice itself that no one could jump from here to direct to that level. First, you build connectivity with your teachers. So if I had no good connectivity, then I would not have sitting in front of them. ಇದು ಜರ್ನಿನ ಹಂಗೈತಿ. ಒಬ್ಬ ಕೂತ ರೂಮ್ದಾಗ ಅಭ್ಯಾಸ ಮಾಡೋದಿರ್ತೈತಿ, ನಾವ ಎಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡೋದಿರ್ತೈತಿ ಅನ್ನಿಸ್ತೈತಿ. ಯಾರ್ದ ಇಂಥ ಡೌಟ್ ಬರಂಗಿಲ್ಲ ನಮಗೆ ಬರ್ತಾವ ಅನ್ನಿಸ್ತೈತಿ. ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಪೀಪಲ್ ಅದು ಅನ್ನಿಸ್ತೈತಿ. ಖರೆ ಎಲ್ಲಾರ ಪದ ಸೇಮ್ ಇರ್ತೈತಿ, ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಳಂಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಸೊ ಐ ಸೇ ದಟ್ ಫೀಲ್ ದ ಫಿಸಿಕ್ಸ್ when you start preparing from 11th itself, however it could be, but when you start preparing for 11th itself, you are already a step ahead from 80% of the students.
Sir, ಮನಿಗೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಅದೇ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಪೇಪರ್ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಬರ್ತವೆ. ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ನಾಗ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಬರಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. ವೈ ಇಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್ಸ್? ಇದ್ರಾಗ ಎಲ್ಲೂ ಮಿಡಲ್ದಾಗ ನಿಂಗೆ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಲಾಗ್ ಉಳಿತು ಅಂತ ಆಗಲಿಲ್ಲ. ವೆರಿ ಗುಡ್ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ನೂನ್ ಟು ಒನ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಆಲ್. As you all know, you have already seen the results of the guy sitting over here. Let me tell you this. After looking at him every time, I remember one line. Work hard in silence and let your success make the noise. And let me tell you how his success is making the noise. JEE 2025, 98.085%. JEE Physics, 99.16%. JEE Chemistry, 99.79%. KCET Physics, 57 out of 60. KCET Chemistry, 60 out of 60. KCET Biology, 60 out of 60. NEET 526, all India ranking 26,851. And you know how many members have written, how many students have written NEET 2025 this year? It is 23 lakh students. Out of 23 lakh students, he stood 26,851. So that is how his success is making the noise, right? So introducing you, your senior and a very successful achiever, Mr. Bhushan. A very warm and hearty welcome to you back to this institution.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for this warm and energetic welcome. My ears were craving for this introduction. Actually, I had dreamt of this kind of introduction in my 11th standard itself. And today, I am grateful that my dream has come into reality. And I am sitting in front of you all, my teachers, and I'm really grateful to you and all the teachers and this institute for guiding me throughout this journey from knowing nothing about these competitive exams to cracking all these well-known and popular competitive exams. And yeah, here I am in front of you.
Okay, that's all. Very first thing I would like to ask you is, when you decided to crack, ಈಗ ಅದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಮುಂಚೆ ಇದನ್ನ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕು ನಾನು. ಈಗ JEE ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ 98.08% ಅದ್ರೋಗು ನೀನು ಹೈಯೆಸ್ಟ್. CET ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ 998 ಅದ್ರೋಗು ನೀನು ಹೈಯೆಸ್ಟ್. NEET ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ 526 ಇರ್ತದೆ. ನೀ ಮಾಡಂಗ ಏನದಿ? Many of them are in confusion, right?
Okay, so the most popular question in last 3 months
oh yes
to me from my relatives, I dreamt of becoming a doctor. Okay. When I was in just first standard itself, but exploring all other professions like IAS, becoming a police officer. Sometimes I dreamt of joining even army also, but don't laugh at me. Okay, and then seeing of my uncles and all, I wanted to become a software engineer and other things. But exploring all that and analyzing of my family and future, I then finally decided to update my name from Bhushan Taradale to Dr. Bhushan Taradale.
Okay, that's great. Uh, Many students sitting over here are also have come here into this institution dreaming to be at your target. So all that is you decided to become a doctor. At what time you decided this? I mean, when you entered for first piece, at that time you decided this, or
Yes, sir. So before taking the PCMB or PCMC, I decided that I will crack NEET and I will learn.
okay. Well, after that, in this whole 2 years journey, you started your preparation from the first PUC itself.
First PUC.
What was your preparation status in first PUC? Because many of them will be taking first PUC as very lightly. They will spend their time, they will uh, take their own time there to study, and then they will come to second PUC, and then they will start suffering about wastage of time and all. So, in first PUC, how much was your preparation, and was it very high or it was average?
It was like average because it starts from 10th result itself. Actually, my teachers had hoped me and believed me that I could easily score 99% because of seeing all the preparatory exams. But finally, I ended with a score of just 98, just 98%. And
It is
yeah,
not just 98; it is 98.
98. Okay, then, but it felt like small guilt in me that I couldn't fulfill my dream and what teachers believed on me. And I had the fire that actually what had happened is in our school, which I was studying, 618 marks out of 625 was the highest till date when I was studying. And I wanted to score 620 plus. So I just ended up scoring 613, and that made me small fire left within me that I had to still create history. When I couldn't create that in 10th, but I could create it in 12th and fulfill my dreams once again, though I couldn't that. And then I
this
start.
this what you have achieved is far bigger than that what you dreamed in
Yes, sir, that
10th
I
standard.
am
Yes,
happy
yes.
today. And then when I stepped into 11th and I decided to crack NEET, I watched many of the interviews of the toppers and last years and all. Then I understood that when you start preparing from 11th itself, however it could be, but when you start preparing for 11th itself, you are already a step ahead from 80% of the students. Then I started preparing seriously for NEET.
Okay, if you start preparing at the first PUC itself, and if you cover maximum things in first PUC,
Yes, sir.
in the competition you are already 80% ahead.
Yes, sir. Though you are not perfect in 11th when you are carry on in it, but you can be after 12th and you can revise and then you can be there. But you have to start first in
how,
11th
how many
itself.
how many chapters you covered? I mean, how much percentage of portion you covered when you were in class 11th?
I tried to cover around 95% of the syllabus, but I couldn't practice more and more questions in the 11th itself, but I covered all the syllabus.
Many of students here sitting over here are also facing these difficulties, and most of them will be facing this.
Yes.
ಈಗ ಓದಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಒಂದು ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ನಾಗ ಒಂದು ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಈಗ ಬರೋ ಮುಂದಿನ ವಾರದಾಗ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಒಂದು ಬೇರೆ ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ ಮ್ಯಾಗ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಅವ್ರು ಸೆಲ್ಫ್ ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಟ್ರ್ಯಾಕ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಬೇರೆ ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ ಅವ್ರು ಓದ್ತಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಇದು ಡೈಲೆಮಾದಿಂದ ನಿಂಗೆ ಈ ಡೈಲೆಮಾ ಬರಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಅಥವಾ ಹೌ ಡಿಡ್ ಯು ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ ದಿಸ್ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಈಗ ಎಲ್ಲಾನು ಸೆಟ್ ರೈಟ್ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ, ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಈಗ ನಾ ಬರುವಂತ ವೀಕ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಬರುವಂತ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮನ್ನು ಸರಿ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು, ನಾನು ರೆಗ್ಯುಲರ್ ಸ್ಟಡೀಸು ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾಗಿ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು, ಐ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಇನ್ ದ ಟ್ರ್ಯಾಕ್, ಮೇನ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ನಾ ಏನು ಟಾರ್ಗೆಟ್ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಓದತ್ತೇನೆ ಅದು ಕೂಡ ನಂಗೆ ಅಚೀವ್ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲೋ ಈ ಪ್ರಿಪರೇಷನ್ಸ್ಗಳದಾಗ ಇದನ್ನ ಓದಬೇಕು, ಇದು ಓದಬೇಕು, ಈ ಥರದ್ದು ಓದಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋಂಥ ಡೈಲೆಮಾ ಒಳಗೆ ಮೆನಿ ಆಫ್ ದೆಮ್ ಆರ್ ಲ್ಯಾಕಿಂಗ್ ಬಿಹೈಂಡ್. ಅವ್ರು ಏನು ಸಜೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ?
Okay, I too was in the same fit in the 11th. When I started 11th, it was completely different from the preparation that we had till the 10th. Actually, it's a long jump and a high jump for students who come from state syllabus, or it may be a CBSE, but the 11th preparation for the competitive exams will be actually different from the 10th which I have did. And half of my 11th went understanding how to prepare for this competitive exams. I took around 3 to 4 months to understand and set all the routine and then I stepped like this, came out of the dilemma that I have to manage this and that, and I cleared it just after.
Okay, after that, one more very popular thing what these people will be doing is, ಅವ್ರು ಭಾಳ ಜನ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಬಂದ ಪ್ರತಿ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಹೋದ್ಮೇಲೆ, ಸರ್ ಮನೆಗೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಅದೇ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಪೇಪರ್ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಬರ್ತಾವೆ, ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ನಾಗ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಬರಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. ವೈ ಇಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್ಸ್?
The same question I asked to Mirza sir in 11th itself. And that's the lack of practice, and we have to be friendly to that environment of where we feel stressed, and though we know the answer for that question, we couldn't, because we are stressed to what means complete the whole question paper within a given period of time. So that comes from practice. Whole 11th I was like, when I used to sit here for writing the test, starting my hands would shiver. It will shake like first question, second question. If one question didn't come to me, I would get stuck there initially, and then it would take around 10 to 15 minutes to come from that speed breaker and then move forward. And this happened till the end of the 11th, and slowly by practicing I came out of it.
ಈಗ ಅದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆ ಏನೈತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ನಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಓದ್ತೇವೆ ಆದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗಿಲ್ಲ,
ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್
ನೆನಪುಳಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಇದಕ್ಕೆ?
Actually, till 10th, I was like just opening my notes, reading, and then directly going and dumping it into the question answer sheet. And then in 11th, when I came and saw that the whole chemistry was just held out by whole chemistry that I had learned till now was just taken out by one chapter itself in 11th. So I have to do something different to remember this large topic. So then I started again the same thing. I couldn't change anything, and read. Then I saw that morning I read, I gave the test, and I could score well. But again after 2-3 days, if I saw the same question or something, I could be like, this I had done, but I am not remembering it now. So then I adopted like writing all the things that I am murmuring while reading my notes. So I made rough notes, as the sir told to me. Once contributor sir in our class said that you should fill your rough books like around 10 or 15 or anything. But in 11th, as I said, after 3-4 months I understood how to prepare for this competitive exams, and then I started this type of things like filling my rough books and all. And in 11th, just around 10 books I would have filled, and by writing I would remember it for a week, and then at the Sunday it would be my revision for of the whole week, and month end it would be my revision of whole month. And slowly I had started remembering it till 2 months, 3 months, then I had to revise again for that.
In this process whole, for every week you used to revise it, so and so this track was going on.
Yes.
ಇದ್ರಾಗ ಎಲ್ಲೂ ಮಿಡಲ್ದಾಗ ನಿಂಗೆ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಲಾಗ್ ಉಳಿತು ಅಂತ ಆಗ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ?
Yes, I felt
ಓದೋದು
that.
ಉಳಿತಪ್ಪ ಅಂತೇಳಿ, ಸಿಲೆಬಸ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಮುಂದೆ ಹೋಯ್ತೆ, ನಾವು ಓದೋದು ಹಿಂದೆ ಉಳಿತೆ, ಸೊ ಮಿಸ್ ಮ್ಯಾಚ್ ಭಾಳ ಆಗತೈತಿ, ಇದು ನಿಂಗೆ ಒಂಥರ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಟೆನ್ಷನ್ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಲ್ಲ?
Actually, I started following like when sir teaches the one chapter in our class, then I had to revise it once and then start solving questions on that. But when I start solving the questions, it would take a long time, and then sir would have gone to the next chapter. So the backlog had started in 11th itself, but I was like completing in 11th. I used to like take 150 questions per chapter. I would complete that and then move towards the next chapter, because I heard saying contributor that instead of solving 100 books from different sources, you should solve one book for several times, so you could be like perfect in that.
Which is the most popular dialogue of contributor you have remembered?
Yeah, and that motivated me to become a doctor. That 99% of the NEET aspirants are engineers.
Yes. This was on the first day when you came for the admission inquiry.
Yes.
Even I was there in that room, and at that time contributor was telling you, NEET ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಂತ ಭಾಳ ಜನ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ, NEET ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಂತ ಬಂದವ್ರೊಳಗೆ 99% ಆರ್ ಎಂಜಿನಿಯರ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್, 99% NEET aspirants ಆರ್ ಎಂಜಿನಿಯರ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ ಅಂತ ಅವತ್ತವ್ರು ಆ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು. ನನಗೂ ಕೇಳಿದ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಒಮ್ಮೆ ಶಾಕ್ ಆಗಿತ್ತದ, ಹೌದಲ್ಲ ಸರ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ದೇನೆ. ಮತ್ತದು ಹಂಗೆ ಐತ್ರಿ, ನೀಟ್ ಅಂತ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಬರ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ನೀಟ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬರ್ತಾರೆ, ನಾನು ನೀಟ್ ಮಾಡೋ ಅಂತೇಳಿ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇಯರ್ದಾಗಿಂದ ಒಂದು 2-3 ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ ಫಿಸಿಕ್ಸ್, ಒಂದು 2-3 ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ ಮ್ಯಾಥ್ಸ್ ಮುಗಿಲ್ರಿ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ನಮ್ಮದು ಹಾದಿ ಯಾವ್ದು ಅಂತ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತದೆ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಆಗಿ. ಸೊ ಮೆನಿ ಆಫ್ ಯು ಆಫ್ಟರ್ 2-3 months of first PUC, you might be knowing now how depth these exams are and how difficult it is to cover all those things, right? So there is one candidate in front of you who has achieved everything. It may be JEE, it may be NEET, it may be CET. Many of students are suffering to at least achieve in one examination correctly, and he has done it in 3 exams. And I will tell you this very frankly and very boldly that throughout the 2 years I have observed him, I have seen him. There is no single show off. ಒಂದು ಶೋ ಆಫ್ ಇಲ್ರಿ, ಓವರ್ ಆಟಿಟ್ಯೂಡ್ ಇಲ್ಲ, ನಾ ಹಂಗೆ ನಾ ಹಿಂಗೆ ನಾ ಆಟ ಮಾಡಿದ ನಾ ಏಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಏನಿಲ್ಲ, ಪ್ಯೂರ್ಲಿ ಡೌನ್ ಟು ಅರ್ತ್. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಹಿ ಇಸ್ ಪ್ಯೂರ್ ಲೋಕಲ್ ಹೋಮ್ ಗ್ರೋನ್ ಟ್ಯಾಲೆಂಟ್. ಇವು ಎಲ್ಲಿಂದೋ ಬೇರೆ ಕಡೆಯಿಂದ ಬಂದವಲ್ಲ, ಇದೇ ನಮ್ಮ ಊರವ, ಇದೇ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ನಾಗ ಅಡ್ಮಿಷನ್ ತೊಗೊಂಡವ, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಥರ ಇದೇ ಹಾಲ್ದಾಗ ಕುಂತು ಕೇಳ್ದವ, ಇವಾಗ ಕ್ಲಾಸಸ್ ಅದಾಗ ಇರೋ ಟೀಚರ್ಸ್ ಕಡೆ ಕಲ್ತವ ಅದಾನೆ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಹಿ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಡನ್ ಇಟ್, ರೈಟ್? ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ನೀವು ಹಿಂಗೆ ಅನ್ಕೋಬಾರ್ದು, ಏನೋ ಇದು ನನ್ನ ಕಡೆಯಿಂದ ಇದು ಪಾಸಿಬಲ್ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಅಥವಾ ಇನ್ನೇನು ನನ್ನ ಕಡೆಯಿಂದ ಇದು ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ 22-23 ಲಕ್ಷ ಜನ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಬರೀತಾರೆ, ನಂದೆಲ್ಲ ಆಗೋದೈತಿ, ರೈಟ್? ಸೊ ಅದು ಸಹಜ ಅದ ರೀ, ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಕಮ್, ಆ ಥರ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ರೀ, ಇಲ್ಲಂತಲ್ಲ. ಬಟ್ ಯು ಶುಡ್ ಗೆಟ್ ಮೋಟಿವೇಟೆಡ್ ಬೈ ಸೀಯಿಂಗ್ ದ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಹೂ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಅಚೀವ್ಡ್ ಇಟ್ ರಾದರ್ ದೆನ್ ಸೀಯಿಂಗ್ ದ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಹೂ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಫೇಲ್ಡ್ ಇಟ್. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಜರ್ನಿ ಒಳಗೆ ನೋಡ್ರಿ ಹೆಂಗದ, ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಫಸ್ಟ್ PUC ಬರ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ 100% ಎನರ್ಜೆಟಿಕ್ ಆಗಿ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ ರೀ. ನಾನು ನೀಟ್ ಮಾಡವ್, ನಾ JEE ಮಾಡವ್, ನಾ CET ಮಾಡವ್. ಯಾರು ಬೇಕಾದವ್ರು ಕೇಳ್ರಿ, ಎಲ್ಲರೂ CET ಅಂದ್ರೆ CET ಅಲ್ಲ, ನಾ ನೀಟ್, ನಾ JEE. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಅದೇ ಹೇಳಿದ್ನಲ್ಲ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ, ಒಂದು 3-4 ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮುಗಿದು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಲಾಸ್ಟಕ್ಕೆ ಈಗ ಅದ ಇವತ್ತು ಬೆಳಿಗ್ಗೆ 2A ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಮಾತಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ರಿ ನಂಗೆ. ಈಗ ಯಾವ್ದ್ರ ಒಂದೇ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಸಾಕಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಅನಿಸ್ತಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಅವ್ರು ಅದನ್ನೂ ಹೇಳಿಲ್ಲ, ಯಾವ್ದ್ರ ಒಂದಲ್ಲಿ ಸರ್ ಬೋರ್ಡ್ ಮುಗಿದ್ರೆ ಸಾಕಾಗಿದ್ರಿ ಅಂತ. ಆ ಮಟ್ಟಕ್ಕೆ ಬಂದದ್ದು ಈಗ. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಶುಡ್ ನಾಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್. ಡೋಂಟ್ ಲೂಸ್ ಯುವರ್ ಮೋಟಿವೇಶನ್, ಕೀಪ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್. Only thing is you should sustain your seriousness and you should keep on trying up till the end. It will give you a good fruit. If you decide now itself that it is not possible by me, then it's over, it is given up. So don't give up, try up till the end. Whatever happens, it happens good. Okay, well, after that, when you entered class 12,
now what you all are saying that too many of the posters, around 12 to 16 posters in Chikodi in this year. Okay, you are seeing just the cover of the book, right? If you ask questions to me, then you can understand what's the content inside this book. So I have written this complete entire my story for the last 2 years. If you are interested, then ask questions more and more, then you can understand the taste of this book.
No, see, in case of asking questions, I will tell you this. Right from 2024, when these people entered first PUC, from that, even your batch was also the same thing. But this batch is also a somewhat a continued part of your batch. They will never ask anything. A very good part of them is they will never ask anything. Whatever you teach. ಹಂಗಂತೇಳಿ ನಾವು ತಪ್ಪು ಕಲಿಸೋ ಅಂತಲ್ಲ, ನಾವು ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಕಲಿಸಿದಾವ, ಬಟ್ ದೇ ವಿಲ್ ನೆವರ್ ಆಸ್ಕ್ ಎನಿಥಿಂಗ್. ದೇ ನೆವರ್ ಕ್ವೆಶನ್ ದ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್. ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್. ಬಟ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಸ್ಪೀಕ್ ಔಟ್, ಮಾತಾಡ್ಬೇಕು, ಕೇಳ್ಬೇಕು, ರೈಟ್? ಇವ್ರದ್ದು ಬ್ಯಾಚ್ ಹಿಂಗೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಬಟ್ ಹಿ ವಾಸ್ ಸಮ್ ವಾಟ್ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್. ಆಮೇಲೆ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಯುಟಿಲೈಸಿಂಗ್ ಟೈಮ್, someone should learn from him. I have seen him ಬ್ರೇಕ್ ಬಿಟ್ಟಾಗ ಆಯ್ತು, ಅಥವಾ ಯಾವ್ದಾರ ಒಂದು ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಗ್ಯಾಪ್ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಆಯ್ತು, ಅಥವಾ ಏನಾದರೂ ಒಂದು ನಡೀತಿರ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ, he used to be at his place. ಅವ್ನ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ರೂಮ್ನಾಗ, ಅವ್ನ ಬೆಂಚ್ನಾಗ he used to be with his books. ಈಗ ನೀವೆಲ್ಲ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ ಮಂದಿ ನಾನು ನೋಡ್ತೇನೆ ರೀ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹೊರಗಡೆ ವರಾಂಡದಾಗ ಟೈಮ್ ಪಾಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂತ ಊರಾಗಿನ ಸುದ್ದಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಾತಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಇದ್ದಿರ್ತೇವೆ. ಬಿಡ್ರಿ ಅದೆಲ್ಲ. ಅದೇ ಒಂದು 10 minutes ಒಳಗೆ ನೀವು ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ಒಂದು ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಓದಿದ್ರೆ, ಅದೇ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಮ್ಯಾಗ ಏನಾದರೂ ಒಂದು ಕ್ವೆಶನ್ ಬಂದ್ರೆ, ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ +4 for you, right? So think in that way and stop wasting the time. Focus on your target. Okay? Which was the biggest motivation for you throughout these 2 years?
Biggest motivation, not like anything like biggest motivation. I took motivation from every step. Like when I entered 11th, I said that my parents that I want to become a doctor, and they had never forced me to become a doctor. They said that we two had the same dream. So I said that I am lucky that our dreams have matched. So the motivation of me standing in that white coat, treating the people, and that motivated me a lot. And this actually I had dream of sitting here. When if I would ask you what could be the distance from here to there, it could be around 5 meters.
Yes, physically, or if you calculate it with a scale, it is about 5 meters.
Around. and approximately it would take around 10 seconds
Yes.
to reach here. But I took around 2 years to reach here. Because when I was in 11th, I had seen that video of an IITian
Yes, yes.
who had right here in place of me, and how he talked to sir, and how sir was happy to see someone else from other college, but so talented that he entered into an IIT college.
Yes.
And I wanted to ask sir that what rank should I get to sit here, but I never asked sir because I was like, I should achieve my dream, and everything else should be the bonus for me. And then I focused on my NEET, and then I cracked. But on the way, I saw some of the exams and took it over.
Okay, that's great. Uh, Throughout these 2 years, what was your everyday schedule? ಈಗ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ನೀನು ಈಗ 9 ಗಂಟೆ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಬರ್ತಿದ್ದೆ, 5 ಗಂಟೆ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಮುಗಿತಿದ್ದೆ. ಸೊ 5 ಗಂಟೆ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಮುಗಿದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಈಗ ನೀನು ಮನೆಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಿದ್ದೆ, ರೈಟ್? ಸೊ ಮತ್ತೆ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಡೇ 9 ಗಂಟೆಗೆ ಬರ್ತಿದ್ದೆ. ಸೊ ನಿಂದೀಗ ರೆಗ್ಯುಲರ್ ಈ 2 years ಒಳಗೆ ಎವ್ರಿ ಡೇ ನಿಂದ ಸ್ಟಡೀಸ್ ಶೆಡ್ಯೂಲ್ ಏನಿತ್ತು? ವಾಟ್ ವಾಸ್ ಯುವರ್ ಸ್ಟಡೀಸ್?
My schedule has gone through many transitions and changes from 11th itself, from the first day. Actually, in 11th, when I started my preparation, but I couldn't understand how to manage that time. I could say to my parents and my friends that I don't have time. That was a cute excuse for me to escape these problems. As I said, 3 4 months I took it how to get prepared for this, and then I slowly changed my things, like uh, getting the lectures and going, then revising all the things in the evening itself, and then at the morning again, if I got the time, then I would revise. Initially, I couldn't set a timetable for that because I was not understanding where to give the time, for which subject I had to divide the time. And then slowly, I think at end of November or December, I had started having a one perfect timetable. Like I used to in 11th, I used to get up at 6 o'clock, and then after around 6:30 I would be on my table revising all the things that I had learned yesterday. And then till 7:55 I would be packing my bag and getting ready for the college. And I used to come by my bicycle cycle, and then I would reach the college. Finishing up my college, I would reach home at 5:30. And initially I wasted the time after going to home, like 5:30 I would sleep for half an hour, and then 15 minutes I spent. And then around 6:30 I used to sit again for the revision and completed it. But this is what I felt like. As you go, the syllabus vastness of the syllabus increases, and you have to revise more and more things. And then I again change my timetable. Like I used to get up early at the 5 o'clock. I extended in the morning. I extended 1 hour back, and in the night I extended 1 hour front.
At night, what time you used to sleep?
In starting days 12 o'clock, and then later it was extended to 1 o'clock.
At 1 you used to sleep, and you used to get up at
5.
morning 5.
5.
How long you used to sleep then?
4 hours.
4 hours.
But this transition was slow. I never started sleeping like yesterday. I was sleeping for 7 hours, and suddenly I am 4 hours. I brought it from 6.5, 6, 5, 5.5, and 5. Slowly, I made the transition, so I didn't feel anything like heavy.
Okay. If I ask you, for any student who is dreaming about cracking NEET or JEE or CET, for them, on an average, how many hours he has to study per day?
I think this is the most like wrong question everyone does, because the time schedule which you study is not good, that you should study for this much of hours. But I would suggest you that you should have a particular goal for a day. Like I used to have goals written in the previous night itself. In this night I will be writing that tomorrow I have to do this, go to school, and coming back I would revise this. Everything would be set for the next day, and according to that I would see that list and start studying for the next day. So I would say that make a goals, make your daily goals, and then divide the time for that. So there is nothing like you should give this much of hours. Every single hour, like every single minute, if you are not wasting, it's very good.
One more very much difficult thing what students face nowadays is they have to prepare for board exam also, and they have to prepare for competitive exams also. So throughout this journey, how to balance, very popular question this is, and we face it every year, right? How to balance board as well as competitive exams?
Actually, the another myth that all students have, or I can say that I see this in my point of view. Like I didn't think of board for 11th itself, whole 11th, or even you can take 12th, because competitive is the vast thing. If you cover that, board is just like a ladu in your plate, right? You have already eaten it. Just you have to be prepared for writing the answers in that way, like different derivations you have to study for that, and diagrams. So you should need the knowledge of both the competitive, and then you will be like boards will be again easy for you. If you empty the whole plate, then that space would not be a big hurdle for you. So this is a myth that you separate the board syllabus from competitive.
Right. We have to take everything as a competitive part only.
Yes, sir.
And in the point of view of competitive only, we have to study it, we have to cover it. And whenever theory exams comes, in that pattern, we have to write it.
Yes, sir. Again, some students have asked me like how you studied for the weekly test for like a board pattern. I actually from you take a Saturday, it is a test. Whole day from Monday till Thursday, I would be like studying all the competitive and revising and solving all the questions and all. And then around Thursday and Friday, I will be like seeing all the definitions and the derivations required for the test I had Saturday. Because board pattern is like this. You know most of the questions which will be there fixed. You have all the things like 3 marks and 5 marks. And now for MCQs from last year, you need competitive level of thinking. So you should focus more on competitive. So when you have your board pattern test, and then you have to go for definitions and derivations.
Yes. So you should concentrate mainly on competitive study. Board will automatically be covered. ಅದು automatic cover ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಇಷ್ಟೇನ ಆ ಪ್ಯಾಟರ್ನ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಬರೆಯೋ ಹಂಗೆ ನೀವು ಟ್ರೈ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಷ್ಟೇ. Right? Okay. Apart from this, what support you got from your parents throughout the journey of these 2 years?
Actually, my father is a shopkeeper. Till 10th, I would be like helping him any day he called for me. But from 11th, when they understood that so such a big exams these are, so he stopped calling me to the shop. And then I got full support from my parents that I had separate room for me, and I would be keep studying. I told my mother and father to not to disturb me from in my schedule, like I would be busy in my studies. And then if you have the support from your parents and teachers, the student could achieve anything. Student could achieve anything if he has such a kind of support and environment. And I had got it from my parents. They were very supportive for me for my all my decisions. And so I'm
What is the biggest support, or what kind of support you got from us? I mean, from all the teachers who are sitting over here, as well as from the institution.
Yes, sir. From this institution, CLE, as the classes were running, and I would be like listening to the lectures with a very interesting mood. And after that, when I even had a doubt, I would ask 1 or 2 times to the sir if it would take around more than 15 minutes. I would leave it there because other students' time was going. And when in the break times, I would be always here in the physics lab and chemistry lab, bio lab. I would be always behind them, sir, how is this question, and how could I solve? And even if you see my mobile in last 2 years, I have only 2 to 3 friends, and one contributor sir, Mirja sir, and Anandi ma'am, Jamgi sir. Their chats will be on the top, sending always questions, sending questions,
No,
sending questions.
in between this, I will add one thing.
Yes, sir.
Even in last 2 years, either it may be contributor sir or me, ನಮ್ಮ ವಾಟ್ಸಪ್ಪಕ್ಕೆ ಬಹುಶಃ ನಿನ್ಕಿಂತ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಮೆಸೇಜಸ್ ಯಾರಿಗೂ ಬಂದಿಲ್ಲ. So it was you who have texted, who have sent many more doubts and many more questions. And ಅಷ್ಟು ಎವ್ರಿ ಡೇ ಅವನು ಡೌಟ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತಿದ್ರಿ, ಎವ್ರಿ ಡೇ. ಸಮಟೈಮ್ಸ್ ಸರ್ ಅಂತೂ ರೆಗ್ಯುಲರ್ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಕಳಿಸಿದ್ರು. ನನಗೆ ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಸರಿ ಟೈಮ್ ಸಿಗ್ತಿರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಸರಿ ಸಿಗ್ತಿದ್ದ, ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಸರಿ ಸಿಕ್ಕದು ಕಳಿಸ್ತಿದ್ದೆ, ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಸರಿ ಆಗ್ತಿರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಬಟ್ ಎವ್ರಿ ಡೇ ಡೌಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂತೂ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಒಂದು ಇರತ್ತಿದ್ರಿ. ಎವ್ರಿ ಡೇ ಯೂಸ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಆಸ್ಕಿಂಗ್ ಆಲ್ ದೋಸ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್. ಐದರ್ ನಾ ಮೆಸೇಜ್ ಒಳಗೆ ರೆಸ್ಪಾಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದು ನಮಗೆ ಕೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದೆ, ಡೌಟ್ಸ್ ಕೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದೆ. So it was very humble gesture of him when he used to come and ask the doubts. And today we feel very happy to see his achievements and what he has scored in all the competitive exams today. Right? Okay. After that, how was your class environment here?
So I could say that it was average because most of my friends were like, I would be enough that I would get good score in boards, and for competitive exams they were like, uh, okay, it's okay. Then I had one friend or one or two friends like they were interested in competitive exams. I would be asking problems, or they would be asking me some of the questions, or solving doubts of each other. That was going on, but whenever and I had friendship with everybody. I was not like they are not for competitive, then I would not talk to them. Not like that. I had friendship with everyone. I used to talk with them in a fun way, and here I would be solving some of their doubts, or they would be solving my doubts. So you should be creating your own environment, however it would be. One of my friend, Sheetal, I will take his name. He asked me that in Kannada. ಹಿಂಗೆ ನಾವು ಇಟ್ಟು ಮಸ್ತಿ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋತಿರ್ತೀವಿ ಮತ್ತು ಅಟ್ಯಾಕ್ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ತಗೋತೀವಿ ನಂಗೊಂಥರ ಹೇಳ ಅಂಡ್ ಐ ವಾಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಡೋಂಟ್ ನೋ
ಇಲ್ಲ ಅದಕ್ಕೊಂದು ಬೇರೆ ಮೆಡಿಸಿನ್ ಐತೆ ನಿಂಗೆ ಬರೆದು ಕೊಡ್ತೇನೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕು.
ಅದೇ ಯಾವ ಮೋಟಿವೇಶನ್ ವಿಡಿಯೋ ನೋಡಿದ್ದೆ ಅಂಬಲ್ರಿ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ರಿ. ಐ ವಾಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ ವಜ್ರ ಮನ್ನಾಗ ಬಿದ್ರಿ ವಜ್ರ ಇರ್ತಿತ್ತು ಅಂತ.
Okay.
Not to insult others, but you should be focused on your goal.
Yes.
So you should be creating your own environment wherever you are.
Okay. For example, if your target was NEET,
Yes.
even being a NEET aspirant, you have done very good in CET also, and you have done very good in JEE also, right? So what was your main reference? What books you referred, or what books you solved? How many books you solved? Something like that.
Okay, this is asked by most of the people, which book I referred. For revision purpose, I preferred only my notes, my handwritten notes which I had made during my lectures, and for solving the problems, only the modules provided by my college, that is MTG. Other than that, I would be like solving some test papers from Telegram, nothing else.
And after every exam, weekly we used to take exams for you here,
Yes.
competitive exams. After every exam, how you used to analyze those question papers, or what mistakes you used to? I've seen throughout 2 years. 2 ವರ್ಷ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ನೋಡಿದೇನ್ರಿ. ಪ್ರತಿ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ನೀವು ತಗೊಳ್ರಿ, ಯಾವುದೇ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ನೀವು ತಗೊಳ್ರಿ, ಇಟ್ ಮೇ ಬಿ CET ಫಾರ್ಮ್ಯಾಟ್, ಇಟ್ ಮೇ ಬಿ NEET ಫಾರ್ಮ್ಯಾಟ್, ಇಟ್ ಮೇ ಬಿ ಥಿಯರಿ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್, ಎಲ್ಲ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ಸ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇಯರ್ ಹಿಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ತನಕ ಎಷ್ಟು ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ಸ್ ಹೋಗಿ ಅಷ್ಟು ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ಸ್ ಈ ಸ್ಕೋರ್ ವಾಸ್ ಟಾಪ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ. ಪ್ರತಿ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಅವ್ನ ಸ್ಕೋರ್ ಟಾಪ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ. How did you maintain that in every exam? It may be a weekly exam, it may be a midterm exam, it may be a preparatory exam, whatever. In all those exams, you have done very, very good. How did you maintain that?
That was the fear of not leaving my brand value down.
Oh. Right.
Okay. Then, as sir said,
No, it is very good fear then.
yes, sir. You should not let your brand value fall down.
Yes.
So, as sir said, how I thought of cracking all these 4 exams. Like when I entered this CLE college, and first day of my college, I walking through this corridor. Like I had seen something shorts or on YouTube, anything. I was like walking here, and in the background, like KGF theme music was like any exam in front of me, I will be cracking that, and I would be there.
I've seen your status after cracking KCETs. Yes.
Yes. But as I said, 3-4 months, I was like, NEET Adra Sarpa. Actually, I felt that. But in the end, till the end of the 11th, I was like, okay, I would be cracking only the NEET, and others will be like bonuses if I attempt them or not. And then after I stated that, I came to know how to be prepared for these competitive exams. From 12th, I was stick to that. Like following the strict schedule, and like lecture notes, and then question practice, and then test, everything for every chapter I have done this. And then finally at the end of the 12th, I was like, yeah, I can try all the exams, and I could, because physics and chemistry are common in every.
Yes.
So I could score in that, and rest of the thing will be let to the God. And then when I wrote the JEE exam in the January itself, because I had completed my syllabus in the January second week itself, whole syllabus of 11th and 12th, and then I had given it, and I saw the score like around 170 or something. I was like, okay, I had attempted only physics and chemistry. After seeing the JEE result, I was like, I am here for that theme music.
Okay. See, as you used to send your doubts every day,
Yes.
I have seen there was no single profile picture of your WhatsApp throughout 2 years, and there was no single status picture. Uh, right after when CET results came, and right after when NEET results came, your status and your profile pictures were of different level. That was of KGF only with background music. It is very happy to see such things. ಈಗ ನಾವು ಹಂಗಿಲ್ಲಲ್ಲ, ಹೊಸ ಶರ್ಟ್ ಹಾಕೊಂಡ್ ಬಂದೆ ಹೊಡಿ 10 ಫೋಟೋ ಹೊಡ್ಕ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಸ್ಟೇಟಸ್ ಇಡು, ಯಾವ ಗ್ರಹ ದೋಸ್ಗೆ ಫೋಟೋ ಏನು ಮಾಡೋದೈತ್ರಿ ಅಂತಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಹೊಡೆದಾಕಿ. ಸೊ ನೀವು ವರ್ಷ ಪೂರ್ತಿ ಎಷ್ಟೇ ಫೋಟೋ ಹೊಡ್ಕೋರಿ, ಎಷ್ಟೇ ಸ್ಟೇಟಸ್ ಇಟ್ರಿ, ಇಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ನೋ ವೇಟೇಜ್. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ವೇಟೇಜ್ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಬಿಟ್ಬಿಡ್ರಿ ಅದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ. ಯು ಡ್ರೀಮ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟೆಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಡೂಯಿಂಗ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್. ಈ ಥರ ಡ್ರೀಮ್ ಇಟ್ಕೋರಿ. ನಂದು ಸ್ಟೇಟಸ್ ಫೋಟೋ ಇನ್ನು ನಾ ಯಾವಾಗ ಅಪ್ಡೇಟ್ ಮಾಡೋವಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದರೆ, ನಾ ಡ್ರೀಮ್ ಕಟ್ಟಿರುವಂಥ ಒಂದು ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಒಳಗೆ ನಾವು ಹೋಗಿದ್ಮೇಲೆ, ಇಷ್ಟು ರ್ಯಾಂಕಿಂಗ್ ಇಷ್ಟು ಸ್ಕೋರ್ ನಂದು ಬಂದಾಗಿದ್ಮೇಲೆ, ಆ ಕ್ಯಾಂಪಸ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಹೋಗಿ ನಿಂತು ನಾ ಬೋರ್ಡ್ ಮುಂದಿನ ಫೋಟೋ ಹಾಕಿದ್ರೆ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಮೈ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟಸ್ ಅಂತ ಡಿಸೈಡ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅದನ್ನು ಫೈನಲೈಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಬಿಟ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ. You used any social medias during these 2 years?
No, sir. As you said that status word, status ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು ನಿಮ್ಮದು ಕಿಮ್ಮತ್ ಏನೈತೆ ಅನ್ನೋದು ತೋರಿಸೋದ್ರಿ. ಹಾ. And now the shirt, pant or the bike, everything, the hairstyle, the goggle, everything ನಿಮ್ ಪಪ್ಪ ಮಮ್ಮಿ ಕೊಡ್ಸಿದ್ದೈತೆ ಅದು. ನೀವೇನು ಸ್ವಂತ ಗಳಿಸಿದ್ದಲ್ಲ. ನೀವು ಗಳಿಸಿದ್ದನ್ನು ಸ್ಟೇಟಸ್ ಹಾಕೋದೈತೆ ಅದ್ರ ಮಜಾ ಬೇರೆ.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. And social media I didn't had, I only WhatsApp and YouTube. No.
WhatsApp and YouTube. Okay. You didn't have Instagram?
No.
Snapchat?
It's
Everyone is having it. Okay. So as much as possible, come out of this loop. This is very dangerous loop. Instagram, Snapchat, or Facebook, but ಎಲ್ಲ social medias. ಇವು ಎಲ್ಲೂ ಹೋಗಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. Nowhere these things will go. ನಾವು ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ ರೀ. ವಿ ಆರ್ ದ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್, ರೈಟ್? ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನಿದೆ, ಇವು ಇನ್ನು 2 ವರ್ಷ ಬಿಟ್ಟ ನಂತರ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಇವು ಚಲೋ ವರ್ಷದಾಗ ಸಿಗ್ತಾವೆ, ಅಪ್ಡೇಟೆಡ್ ವರ್ಷದಾಗ ಸಿಗ್ತಾವೆ, ಎಲ್ಲೇ ಹೋಗಂಗಿಲ್ಲ, ರೈಟ್? ಅವಾಗೂ ನೀವು ಇವತ್ತು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ನೋವರ್ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಗೋ. ಬಟ್ ಈ 2 ವರ್ಷದ ಟೈಮ್ ಹೋದ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಹೋದಂಗೆ. ಸೊ ಕ್ವಿಟ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಆಲ್ ದ ಸೋಷಿಯಲ್ ಮೀಡಿಯಾ ಆ್ಯಪ್ಸ್ ರೈಟ್ ಟುಡೇ. ಮತ್ತು ಅದನ್ನ ತೆಗ್ಯಾಕೆ ಭಾಳ ಹೊತ್ತಂಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಹೋಗಿ ಪ್ರೆಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಇಡ್ರಿ, ಅನ್ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಾಲ್ ಅಂದ್ಬಿಡ್ರಿ, 2 ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ದಾಗ ಹೋಗ್ತದೆ, ರೈಟ್? ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಅದು ಭಾಳ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಡ್ರಿ. ಸೋಷಿಯಲ್ ಮೀಡಿಯಾ ಲೂಪ್ದಾಗಿಂದ ಹೊರಗೆ ಬರ್ರಿ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಕಾನ್ಸಂಟ್ರೇಟ್ ಆನ್ ಯುವರ್ ಸ್ಟಡೀಸ್. ಓಕೆ. ಫಾರ್ ಅ ನೀಟ್ ಅಸ್ಪೈರೆಂಟ್, ವಾಟ್ ಯು ವುಡ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಟು ಟೆಲ್? ಒಂದು ಬ್ಲೂ ಪ್ರಿಂಟಿಂಗ್ ನನಗೆ ಹೇಳು, ಈ ಥರ ಅಭ್ಯಾಸ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ, ಇದು ಮಾಡ್ರಿ, ಇದು ಮಾಡ್ರಿ ಅಂತ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ವಾಟ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಟು ಟೆಲ್?
Okay, so blueprint is available everywhere and it is the same, but most of the students
blueprint about study.
Okay,
how
yes,
to,
sir.
yes.
So I was like I would say blueprint or roadmap for the cracking NEET, you can say. So like it is a theory I had seen on YouTube, like how to eat an elephant. Like NEET is a big thing, and you have to break it down and start from one step. So if you see, NEET has some syllabus and breakdown. There are many chapters, and you should be clear with every chapter for cracking such exam. So for each chapter, if you start like attending to the lectures clearly, understanding all the things, and coming back to home, revising the things and solving questions on that, and you lock that chapter in your mind, like in your brain, you can say you have locked that chapter, and then you have to weekly revise it, and weekly revision, monthly revision will help you. Solving more and more tests will make you sure that which things you know better and which things you don't. Which things you don't, you work on that topic and go on solving more and more questions. And I will say that question practice is the main thing for competitive exams, because when you know all the theory, but it demands you how to solve the questions and take the correct answer. So if you are perfect in solving the question within the 1 minute, then you could crack any of the competitive exams, because first you have to see the question and then understand it within seconds, and it would come with the practice itself, that no one could jump from here to direct to that level.
What should be the difference in the approach of a NEET aspirant and a CET cum JEE aspirant?
I have cracked both, so no, I could feel no difference. But you can say that focusing more on the like PCM for JEE and PCB for NEET. I was only PCB, but my physics and chemistry was so strong that I cracked both. So I could say that nowadays JEE and NEET are almost same levels. So you couldn't say that I am practicing for JEE, so I will not practice for NEET. These levels are for JEE, these levels for not NEET, and you can't say that. You should solve medium level of questions, all the PYQs, and higher order thinking questions. So if you go on focusing on these questions from step by step, from solving the direct questions from like formulas, and then going to like applied and multi concept, and by step you can go for those things.
Which is the most memorable thing of you here spent in CLE?
The most memorable. Every day I was happy to come to school, come to college, and most memorable thing was sports day. I enjoyed a lot. Actually, I asked sir that I could get 2 days of leave so that I could do my revision and test practice all. But sir said that you can enjoy these 2 days and get back to your work again. So I enjoyed those 2 days very gratefully and had good memories with it.
How's your experience in all the subjects?
My experience of I didn't hate maths. Most of the students asked me that did you hate maths, so you took biology and other things. I didn't hate maths, but I focused less on that. I used to say contributor sir that I am getting only this much of marks. Sir said that okay, you keep trying. If you don't get time to solve in home, then you just do what I am teaching you in the class. And I just did that, and my boards was good and CET was good.
Yes. So that's all about my queries to him. Among you, if you want to ask anything or any difficulties, whatever you are facing in that cell, you can ask.
If you don't ask today, I will not come tomorrow.
ಎಸ್ ಕೇಳ್ಬೇಕು ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಏನೇ ಡೌಟ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ರು ಮತ್ತು ಇಂಗ್ಲೀಷ್ನಾಗ ಕೇಳ್ಬೇಕಂತೂ ಏನಿಲ್ಲ,
ಕನ್ನಡದಾಗ ಕೇಳ್ರಿ, ನಂಗೆ
ಕನ್ನಡದಾಗ ಕೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ಮರಾಠಿ ನಂಗೆ ಬರಂಗಿಲ್ಲ, ನೀವು ಬಂದರೆ ಕೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ಎನಿವನ್, ಇಫ್ ಯು ವಾಂಟ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ರೈಸ್ ದ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್, ವಿಲ್ ಪ್ರೊವೈಡ್ ಯು ದ ಮೈಕ್. ಹಾಂ.
So most of the students ask like what are the strategies for each subject?
ಹಾಂ, ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಟಜಿ ದಿನ ಬೆಳಗ್ಗೆ ಆದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಟಜಿ ಬೇಕು ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ.
ಅದೊಂದು ಯೂಟ್ಯೂಬ್ ವಿಡಿಯೋ ನೋಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಈ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಟಜಿ, ಈ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಟಜಿ ಇರ್ತೈತೆ, ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಸರ್. Actually, like physics, chemistry, bio, maths, yes, you should have different approaches for each subject. Like physics, you should first feel the physics, because it's a practical subject, so you should feel it, and then you could apply all the formulas. And ಭಾಳ ಮಂದಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಸರ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ನೆನ್ಪಿಡಂಗಿಲ್ಲ.
ಹಾಂ, ಫಿಸಿಕ್ಸ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಭಾಳ ಬರ್ತಾವ್ರಿ, ಹೆಂಗೆ ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ?
ಭಾಳ ಬರ್ತಾವ, ಹೆಂಗೆ ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ? ಐ ಟು ಫೆಲ್ಟ್ ದಟ್ ಇವತ್ತು ಬೆಳಿಗ್ಗೆ ಒಂದು ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ನೋಡಿ ಆ ಥರದ ಅದನ್ನ ಓದಿ ರಿವೈಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಸಂಜಿಕ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಬಿಡಿಸಿ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಡೇ ಆ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ನಂಬರ್. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ನಾ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ನೆನಪಿದ್ದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಬರ್ಕೊತ ಹೋಗಿದ್ವಿ. ಸೊ ನೀವೇನು ಮಾಡಿರತ್ತೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಯಾವ ಹೊಸ ಹೊಸ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಕಲ್ತಿರ್ತೀರಿ, ಪ್ರತಿ ಟೈಮ್ ಅದು ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿದ್ರೆ ಭೀ ಅದು ನಮ್ಗೆ ಬರೆಯೋದು ಬರೋದು, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಅದು ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ ಬೈ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊತ ಹೋಗೋದು. ನಾವು ಕಾಂಪಿಟೇಟಿವ್ ಬಿಡ್ಸತ್ತೇವೆ, ನಾವು ಯಾಕೆ ಮಾಡೋಣ? ಇಲ್ಲ, ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಅದು ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾಗ್ತೈತಿ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ ಬೈ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ ನಿಮ್ದು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಷನ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಕೇಳೋ ಬರ್ತೈತಿ. ನೀವು ಈ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ ಫಾಲೋ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಫಿಸಿಕ್ಸ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೋಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಬರ್ಕೋದವ್ರಿ, ಬರೋದು ಆಮೇಲೆ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋತೀವಿ ಫಿಸಿಕ್ಸ್. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಕೆಮಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿ, ಫಿಸಿಕಲ್, ಇನ್ಆರ್ಗ್ಯಾನಿಕ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಆರ್ಗ್ಯಾನಿಕ್. Inorganic, organic separate matter. Physical chemistry is like again mathematics and all the things. Not most of the things, but it is based on formulas most of the things. And for formulas, again you apply the same concept like writing the formulas and then going on solving the problems. And for statement, like you have to revise it and write it down again and again, see most of the solve most of the test papers, and then you will be back to that. And inorganic and organic, like you should revise it again and again, write it down again and again. For organic chemistry, I would when I had started my organic chemistry journey, I would daily I would be writing all the reactions from starting from the reactant, arrow mark, and then above all the things, and then all the products. I would be like feeling it again and again, all the reactions of organic chemistry, and then I felt it. then I really understand how organic chemistry demands your thinking. And then for inorganic chemistry, it is mostly it should be remembered again and again. So I prefer writing it again and again and reading it again and again. And then for biology, diagrams we have to see and practice it again and again. And for most of the things, again, you should revise it again and again. Biology and maths, I did not too much, so I could say
Which subject consumed you more time?
more time. Biology, sir.
Biology.
I used to read because I used to read NCRT, my notes, and then MCQs. Biology could take most of the time, but it was favorite.
Okay. Biology was your favorite.
Okay.
What about physics then?
Physics. Like physics made me think more and more beyond the things, like that made open my mind, brain, like
Broadened your mind.
broaden my mind.
Yes, it does.
Yes, it does. So solving physics and maths, like it opens it or broadens your mind, and then you would be like grasping more and more things easily. So you should you can build your thinking ability by solving physics and maths.
Anyone wants to ask something? ಯಾರೇ ಏನ್ರೆ ಕೇಳೋದಿದ್ರೆ ಕೇಳಬಹುದು. ಇಲ್ಲ ಹಾ.
Sir, do they have good connections with the teachers talking everything?
No, they have good connection, but that connection has no sound, no voice.
So
They sit on bench, we stand on platform.
Yes.
We deliver, they accept it and run. That's all.
So in initial days, I too felt like being afraid of my teachers, how to ask them out. If they scold, then I would be insulted. So I too felt that. Even my friends were like, like if they had doubt, they would send me to Mirja sir to ask those doubts. They wouldn't come to ask the doubts. So I, I would say that first you build connectivity with your teachers. So if you are free to talk with your teachers, then you could be excelling in your academic field. So if I had no good connectivity, then I would not have sitting in front of them.
ಅದಂತೂ ಕರೆಯೋದ್ರಿ, ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ಟೈಮ್ ಅವ್ನು ಬರ್ತಿದ್ದೆ, ಡಿಸ್ಕಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೆ, ನಾಟ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಅಬೌಟ್ ಸ್ಟಡೀಸ್, ಕ್ವೆಶನ್ಸ್ ಅಥವಾ ಡೌಟ್ಸು ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ರಿಲೇಟೆಡ್ ಅಷ್ಟಂತಲೇ. ವೆನೆವರ್ ಹಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಟು ಫೀಲ್ ಡೌನ್ ಆರ್ ವೆನೆವರ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಟು ಫೀಲ್ ಡಿಮೋಟಿವೇಟೆಡ್, ಅಟ್ ದಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಟು ಕಮ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ವಿತ್ ಮಿ. ಲಾಂಗ್ ಟೈಮ್ ತನಕ ಭಾಳ ತನಕ ಬಂದು ಅಂತ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಿದ್ರಿ, ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೆ. ಇವನ್ ದೋ ಐ ಯೂಸ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಇನ್ವಾಲ್ಡ್ ಇನ್ ಮೆನಿ ವರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ದೇರ್, ಬಟ್ ಐ ಯೂಸ್ ಟು ಕೀಪ್ ಟಾಕಿಂಗ್ ವಿತ್ ಹಿಮ್. So it somewhere helps you morally to come up in what dizziness you are feeling. So it makes the thing different. You have to have a connection with your teachers. You should open up, you should speak with them, you have to discuss your difficulties, your day-to-day difficulties with the teachers. That will give somewhat different ideas to come out of that, right? That you have to do, right? What you would like to say finally about CLPUC?
Before that, I
Yes,
will come
yes,
back to
please,
the journey.
please.
ಇದು ಜರ್ನಿನ ಹಂಗೈತಿ. ಒಬ್ಬ ಕೂತ ರೂಮ್ದಾಗ ಅಭ್ಯಾಸ ಮಾಡೋದಿರ್ತೈತಿ, ನಾವ ಎಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡೋದಿರ್ತೈತಿ ಅನಿಸ್ತೈತಿ. ಯಾರ್ದ ಇಂಥ ಡೌಟ್ ಬರಂಗಿಲ್ಲ, ನಮಗೆ ಬರ್ತಾವತ್ತ ಅನಿಸ್ತೈತಿ. ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಪೀಪಲ್ ಅದು ಅನಿಸ್ತೈತಿ. ಖರೆ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಅದ ಸೇಮ್ ಇರ್ತೈತಿ, ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಳಂಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅಷ್ಟ. ಸೊ ನಾ ಹೇಳೋದೇನಂದ್ರೆ, ಪೇರೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಜೊತೆ ಮಾತಾಡಬೇಕು. ಇದು ಡೌಟ್ಗಳು ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಅಷ್ಟು ನಾಲೆಜ್ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಹಂಗೆ ಸುಮ್ಮ ಮಾತಾಡ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ, ಈಗ ನಂಗೆ ಇಷ್ಟ ಅಭ್ಯಾಸ ಆಗೈತಿ, ನಂದು ಇನ್ನೊಂದಿಷ್ಟು ಉಳಿದೈತಿ, ಹಿಂಗೆ ಮಾತಾಡ್ಕೋತಿರೋದು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮೈಂಡ್ ಫ್ರೀ ಇರ್ತೈತಿ. ಬರೀ ಅದ್ರೊಳಗೆ ಸಿಕ್ಕೊಂಡು ಕೂತ್ರಂದ್ರೆ ಅದಾಗಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ನಾ ಸರ್ಗಳ ಜೊತೆ ಯಾಕೆ ಮಾತಾಡ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ, ಅವ್ರು ನಿಮಗೆ ಕಲಿಸ್ತಿರ್ತಾರೆ ಆ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಇರ್ತೈತಿ. ನೀವು ಯಾವಾಗ ಅವ್ರ ಜೊತೆ ಚಲೋ ಕನೆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿ ಬೆಳೆಸ್ಕೊಂಡಿರ್ತೀರಿ, ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ದಾಗ ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳೋದು ಆಟೋಮೆಟಿಕಲಿ ಒಳಗೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಾಂದ್ರೆ ಅವ್ರು ಯಾರೋ ಒಬ್ರು ಇದಾರು ಏನೋ ಹೇಳತ್ತಾರು, ಅದು ಹೊಂಟೈತಿ, ಹಂಗಾಗ್ತಿದೆಲ್ಲ.
ನೀವೇನು ಕೇಳೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ನಾವು ಇದನ್ನು ಕೇಳಂಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟು ಕೇಳಂಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಏನು ಕೇಳಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಸರಿ, ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ಮಂದಿಗೆ ಇದು ಡಿಫಿಕಲ್ಟ್ ಇದೆ. ನಮಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಓದಿರ್ತೀವ್ರಿ, ಎಲ್ಲ ತಿಳಿತೈತ್ರಿ, ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ನಾಗೂ ಎಲ್ಲ ತಿಳಿತೈತಿ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಓದ್ತವ್ರಿ, ಮನ್ಯಾಗೂ ಅಭ್ಯಾಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಾವೆ. ನೀವು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರಲ್ಲ 5 ತಾಸು ಅಭ್ಯಾಸ ಮಾಡತ್ತೀನಿ, ಅದ್ರ ಕ್ವೆಶನ್ ಪೇಪರ್ನಾಗ ಕ್ವೆಶನ್ ತಿಳಿಯೋಲ್ಲ, ಹೆಂಗೆ ಮಾಡೋದ? ಅಂದ್ರೆ
ಏನ್ರಿ ಸರ್, ಇಂಗ್ಲೀಷ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್
ಇಲ್ಲ, ಅದೇ ಇನ್ನು ಯಾವ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಐತೆ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕು. ಈಗ ಕ್ವೆಶನ್ ತಿಳಿಯೋಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಕೆಲವೊಂದು.
Most of us feel this difficulty in physics, I think.
Yes, obviously.
Not understanding the case. ಈಗ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇಯರ್ದಾಗ ಮೋಷನ್ ಇನ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರೇಟ್ ಲೈನ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರ್ತೀರಿ, ಮೋಷನ್ ಇನ್ ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರ್ತೀರಿ. ಯಾವ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಬರ್ತಿದ್ದ ಅದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಹಿಂಗೆ ದ ಸ್ಟೋನ್ ಇಸ್ ಥ್ರೋನ್, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಇಮ್ಯಾಜಿನೇಷನ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕಲ್ಲಿ ಒಗದನ್ನ ಕಲ್ಲತ್ತೆ. ಅದು ಇಮ್ಯಾಜಿನೇಷನ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆದಾಗ ನೀವು ಆ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಹೋಗ್ತೀರಿ, ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಪ್ಯಾರಾಬೋಲಿಕ್ ನಡೆದೈತಿ ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ನೀವು ಫೀಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಾಗ ನೀವು ಇನ್ವಾಲ್ವ್ ಆಗ್ತೀರಿ. ಇದು ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ದಾಗ ಕೂತ್ ಮಾಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಇದು ಮನ್ಯಾಗ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರ್ತೀರಿ ಅವಾಗ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು, ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಇದು ಭಾಳ ಟೈಮ್ ತಗೋದಿತ್ತು. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇದ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ ಇರ್ತಿತ್ತು. ನೀವು ಯಾವಾಗ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರ್ತೀರಿ ಫಿಸಿಕ್ಸ್ದಾಗ, ಇದೇ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್. ಯು ಶುಡ್ ಸೊ ಐ ಸೇ ದಟ್ ಫೀಲ್ ದ ಫಿಸಿಕ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಯು ಶುಡ್ ಗೋ ಇನ್ ಟು ದ ಡೆಪ್ತ್ and put yourself into that, like any situation if they had given in the question, you should put yourself in that and then understand, then you have the formulas, apply it and come step by step. So solving more and more questions will be the answer for this.
ಫೀಲ್ ದ ಫಿಸಿಕ್ಸ್ ಅವಾಗಿಂದ ನೀ ಭಾಳ ಸರಿ ರಿಪೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. ಮತ್ತು ಇವ್ರು ನಾಳೆ ಬೆಳಿಗ್ಗೆ ಬಂದು ನನಗೆ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ನಾಗ ಒಂದು ಸರಿ ಏನು ಫೀಲ್ ಆಗೋಲ್ತ್ರಿ ಏನು ಫಿಸಿಕ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಬೇಡ. ವಾಟ್ ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಅವ್ನು ಹೇಳೋ ಮೀನಿಂಗ್ ಹಿಂಗೆ, ವಾಟ್ ಹೀಸ್ ಟೆಲಿಂಗ್ ಇಸ್, ಈಗ ಫಿಸಿಕ್ಸ್ ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಕ್ವೆಶನ್ ನೀವು ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಅ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಸಿಚುವೇಶನ್ ವರ್ದೆ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಸಿಚುವೇಶನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾವ. ಓಕೆ, ಈಗ ನಾವು ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಸಮ್ ಮ್ಯಾಟರ್ ನಾವು ತೊಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಅಥವಾ ಅರ್ತ್ ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಸಮ್ ಮೇಲೆ ನಮಗೆ ಬಂದರೆ ಈ ಗಿವ್ಸ್ ಅ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಸಿಚುವೇಶನ್ ದೇರ್. ಈಗ ಒಂದು ವೈರ್ ಅದ, ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಇನ್ ನಾರ್ತ್ ಸೌತ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್, ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಇಸ್ ಇನ್ ವಿ ನೋ ಹಾರಿಜಾಂಟಲ್ ಕಂಪೋನೆಂಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಸೌತ್ ಟು ನಾರ್ತ್. ಸರ್ ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಫಿಸಿಕ್ಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲೂ ಫಿಸಿಕ್ಸ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಹೇಳ್ತೇನೆ, ಯಾಕಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಆ ಸಿಚುವೇಶನ್ ಹಂಗೆ ಇರ್ತೈತ್ರಿ. ಸೊ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಲುಕ್ ಇಟ್ ಇನ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ವೇ. So understanding physics question is understanding a situation. So you have to analyze that situation. ಆ ಸಿಚುವೇಶನ್ ನೀವು ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿರ್ಬೇಕು. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ರಿಲೇಟೆಡ್ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಆಟೋಮೆಟಿಕ್ ಅವಾಗ ನೆನ್ಪು ಬರ್ತದೆ. You will get it into your mind. If you have read the concepts clearly, if you know the formulas, if you understand the question, sure your mind will suggest you how to solve it. ಸೊ ನೀವು ಇದನ್ನ ಹೆಂಗೆ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡೋದಪ್ಪ ಅಂತ ಥಿಂಕ್ ಮಾಡೋ ಅವಶ್ಯಕತೆ ಇಲ್ರಿ. ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ಗಳನ್ನ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಆಗಿ ನೀವು ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂಡಿರ್ಬೇಕು. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ರಿಲೇಟೆಡ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾಸ್, ಮ್ಯಾಥಮೆಟಿಕಲ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರ್ಬೇಕು. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಆ ಕ್ವೆಶನ್ ಓದಿದ ಕೂಡಲೇ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಆಟೋಮೆಟಿಕ್ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತದೆ. ಯುವರ್ ಮೈಂಡ್ ಸಜೆಸ್ಟ್ ಯು ದಿಸ್ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್, ದಿಸ್ ಕ್ವೆಶನ್ ಇಸ್ ಆನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್. ಸೊ ಈ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಅದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಈ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಇದು ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಆಟೋಮೆಟಿಕ್ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತದೆ. ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ ಇಸ್ ನೀವು ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ಗಳನ್ನ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಆಗಿ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿರ್ಬೇಕು. ಓದಿದ ಕೂಡಲೇ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಅದು ಆಟೋಮೆಟಿಕ್ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತದೆ. ರೈಟ್? ಎನಿ ಅದರ್ ಡೌಟ್?
And most of the people feel that ಈಗ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದನ್ನ ಸರ್ ಹೇಳಿದನ್ನ ಅಭ್ಯಾಸ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ ಕಾಣೋದು. So it is not a sprint race like 100 meters you ran and finished the race. It is like a marathon. You have to run for 2 years, or whoever has started in 12th, you have to run for a whole year. And then finally you would see that the result is there, and when it comes near, it becomes more burden for you. So it is the game of the mindset you have. You should not quit. So yesterday I have put, not yesterday, so few days ago that I had put a status that motivated by the fear of being average. Yeah. So I found that most of the people couldn't understand that. So motivated by the fear of being average. Who are called average people? They put efforts, they do hard work, they follow all the path, but at a certain point after raising from here, they become static. And after a point there is a dip here, and then you will be in the group of top 2% students. So when this dip comes, the average people quit and they come back.
Yes.
So the one who sticks to his goal, focus on it, and keeps the mindset of I have to do this, and then he would jump the dip and come into the group of 2% students or 1% students.
It's all about the determination. ಡೆಟರ್ಮಿನೇಷನ್ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ನಾ ಈಗ ಇದನ್ನ ಅಚೀವ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾಗೈತಿ, ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ನ ಕ್ರ್ಯಾಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾಗೈತಿ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಎವ್ರಿ ಡೇ ಟು ಡೇ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಎಫರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ನೀವು ಹಾಕೊಂತಿರ್ಬೇಕು. ನೋ ಡೌಟ್ ವೆದರ್ ದ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಕಮಿಂಗ್ ಆರ್ ನೋ, ಅದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ನಾವು ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಲ್ಲ, ಬಟ್ ಯಾವುದೇ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಒಳಗೆ ವಿ ಶುಡ್ ನಾಟ್ ಥಿಂಕ್ ದಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಪಾಸಿಬಲ್ ಬೈ ಮೀ ಅಂಡ್ ಐ ಶುಡ್ ಕ್ವಿಟ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಹಿಯರ್. ಅದು ಥಿಂಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬಾರ್ದು. ವೆನ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಥಿಂಕಿಂಗ್ ದಟ್, ಯಾವಾಗ ನಿಮಗೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಕ್ವಿಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕನ್ನೋ ಥಾಟ್ಸ್ ಬರೋಕ್ಕೆ ಶುರು ಮಾಡಿರ್ತವೆ, ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಡ್ರಿ ಯು ಆರ್ ಅಟ್ ಅ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ವೇರ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಯುವರ್ ಪಾತ್ ಐದರ್ ಟುವರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಫೇಲ್ಯೂರ್ ಆರ್ ಟುವರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಸಕ್ಸಸ್. ಸೊ ಯು ಆರ್ ಅಟ್ ದಟ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ದೇರ್. ಸೊ ಕ್ವಿಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ, ಕ್ವಿಟ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಿಂತ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಈಗ ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಟೋನ್ ನಾವು 100 ಏಟ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಒಡೆಯೋದೈತೆ ಅಂತ ಇಟ್ಕೋರಿ, 99th ಏಟ್ಗೆ ಬಂದ ಕೂಡಲೇ ನಾವು ವಿಚಾರ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರ್ತೀವಿ ಇನ್ನೇನದು ಒಡಂಗಿಲ್ ಬಿಡಪ್ಪ ಅಂತೇಳಿ. ಬಟ್ ವಿ ಡೋಂಟ್ ನೋ ವಿದಿನ್ ಅ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್, ವಿದಿನ್ ಮತ್ತೊಂದು ಸ್ಟ್ರೋಕ್ ನಾವು ಕೊಟ್ಟರದು ಒಡೆಯೋದೈತೆ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ನಮಗೆ ಅವಾಗ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಬಟ್ ಟ್ರೈ ಇಟ್ ಒನ್ಸ್ ಮೋರ್. ಯಾವಾಗ ನೀವು ಕ್ವಿಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಂತ ವಿಚಾರ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರ್ತೀರಿ, ಅವಾಗ ಮತ್ತೊಮ್ಮೆ ಲೆಟಸ್ ಟ್ರೈ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಮತ್ತೊಮ್ಮೆ ನೀವು ಹೋಗ್ರಿ. ದೆನ್ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಟೇಕ್ ಯು ಟು ಸಮ್ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಲೆವೆಲ್, ರೈಟ್? ಅಂಡ್ ಆಬ್ವಿಯಸ್ಲಿ to be the part of the top level of the achievers, you have to do something more what some other students are not doing. So give your time for studies. That is the thing what you have to do. Determination, be focused, and sustain your seriousness. ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಕಡೆವರೆಗೂ ಆ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಬರೋ ದಿನದ ತನಕನೂ ನಿಮ್ಮೊಳಗೆ ಆ ಫೈರ್ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಇವತ್ತು ನಾ ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಮೋಟಿವೇಶನಲ್ ಸ್ಪೀಚ್ ಕೇಳಿದ್ನಿ, ಇವತ್ತು ನಾ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ದಾಗ ಕೂತ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಹಾಲ್ದಾಗ ನಾ ಕುಂತ ಹೋದ್ನಿ, ನನಗೆ ಇವತ್ತು ಸಡನ್ ಆಗಿ ಮೋಟಿವೇಶನ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಬಂದೈತಿ, ಇವತ್ತು ಹೋಗಿ ಕೂತ್ ನಾ ಒಂದು 5-6 ತಾಸು ಅಭ್ಯಾಸ ಮಾಡಿ ನಾಳೆಗೆ ನೀನು 5-6 ತಾಸು ಅಭ್ಯಾಸ ಮಾಡಿದಪ್ಪ ಅಂತ ನಾಳೆ 5-6 ತಾಸು ಮಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು. ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಲೈಕ್ ದಟ್. If you decide every day I'm going to study for 5 hours, it should be 5 hours. You should be at that time on that place with your books. So if you do this throughout 2 years, then sure nobody can stop you from achieving your dreams. So be focused, determined, sustain your seriousness, be motivated, don't go down, and always be focused to your target and keep your hard work on. Don't stop it at any point of time. Yes.
I could add one point for this.
Yes.
So talking about motivation ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಹೆಂಗಂದ್ರೆ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ನಿಮಗೆ ಅದು ಬೂಸ್ಟ್ ಕೊಡ್ತೈತಿ ಕಮ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಮಾಡೋದು. ಸೊ ಆ ಮೋಟಿವೇಶನ್ ನೀವು ಸಸ್ಟೈನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಡಿಸಿಪ್ಲಿನ್ ಇರ್ಬೇಕು, ನಿಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಮತ್ತು ಕನ್ಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸಿ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಐ ನೆವರ್ ಹ್ಯಾಡ್ ದ ಲೈಕ್ ಬ್ರೇಕ್ ಟೈಮ್. ಸೊ till yesterday I had studied for like you could take 8 hours. So today I will take a break. Even contributor sir suggested me that weekly once you take half day rest and you could come back to the fresh mood. But I could take that holidays like ಹೆಂಗಂತಾರ ಸುಟ್ಟಿ ಬರ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ನಂಗೆ ವರದಾನ ಕೊಟ್ಟಂಗೆ. ಯಾವುದು ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಲಾಗ್ ಇದ್ದ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದ, ರಿವಿಷನ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದ, ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಬರೋದ್ರ ಮಾಡು, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದ್ರ ಮಾಡು, ಸುಟ್ಟಿ ಬರ್ತದ ಒಟ್ಟ ಬಿಡೋದು. And I was so consistent that even if I had to go like one day trip event for Vijapur, and I was feeling like guilt from inside that today I didn't sit at that table.
I'm wasting time.
Yes, sir.
Like that you will.
And I came back. I said my mom that half an hour I will come back. So I went back to the table and again I didn't do any much thing, but rearranged the books, opened the books, and wrote the goal for the next day, and then came back. And then I felt satisfied that today also I have maintained my streak.
Every day you used to write a goal.
Daily life. Today also I have maintained my streak, not in Snapchat but in daily life.
Yes. Every day you used to set a goal for next day.
Yes, sir. So my one of the sirs in YouTube suggested that how to increase your recalling power, all that. So at the night when I would have finished all my goals and things, I would recall that whole day what I have done. So I write it down on things. So initial few days I couldn't remember that what was my third period in the class. So I would like physics, English, next, then Bharatla. And then after a week I was like writing it in a fast, just in a minute I would like finishing writing what I did whole day. So that would help you to recall the things more and more faster if you would adopt this technique, like writing what you have done whole day.
Okay. Final conclusion. What was your experience in CLE?
My experience, like CLE would be the unforgettable chapter in my journey as a student, that had added a star to my journey. And I felt like family, whole teachers were very supportive to me. Like I didn't feel like they are different. I felt very free to ask them doubts, and not only the subject related, I could even speak about my journey. And all the teachers had supported me very a lot, and sincerely I would thank all of them for this wonderful journey, and to you all for this love and respect. Thank you.
ಇದು ಭಾಳ ಫಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಲೆವೆಲ್ ಆಯ್ತು. ಈಗ ಅನ್ಫಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಲೆವೆಲ್ದಾಗ ನೀ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ CLE ಹಂಗೆ ವಾಟ್ ನಾರ್ಮಲಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಟು ಟೆಲ್
CLE ಬ್ರ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಆಗೈತ್ರಿ ಈಗ.
ಅದಂತೂ ಐತಿ. ಇವ್ರು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ನೋಡ್ಬೇಕು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮುಂದೆ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ.
So this was talk with Topper episode 1. So you could be the guest for episode 2.
Yes.
So be ready for that. Stay motivated and stay focused.
Okay. In ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕಡೆಯಿಂದ ಏನಾರ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಕೇಳ್ರಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಾಂದ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಟು ಎಂಡ್. ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಎಂಡ್ ಇಟ್ ಹಿಯರ್. ಎಸ್ ಸರಿ, ಒಂದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಮೈಕ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಇದೆ.
I would like to congratulate you for achieving such great feats.
Thank you.
And my question is that, by including first year and second year biology, we have 32 chapters. Then how should we remember every single
Okay. Separately for biology subject, I would say that I came to know that there are 32 chapters when I ended my 12th, because I never counted the chapters. I went on studying, and I was like, I should be perfect in every MCQ that I would solve. So for biology subject, I would prefer my handwritten notes and revise them. NCRT, I read whole NCRT 11th and 12th twice, whole NCRT. But I underlined those lines so that I have read for 12 times. So first time you couldn't understand, like every point are new to you when you read NCRT for the first time. So for the second time, I would underline those lines with marker which were more frequently asked or which were not included in my notes, my handwritten notes. And then I would be revising those for again and again when I had weekly test, when I had a test, all India test and all. Then I would revise them. So mainly you should focus on your notes. I had my handwritten notes, so whenever I revised it several times, that whenever I used to see that MCQ, exactly that page would come into my mind. Like this was the diagram, and in the middle, towards little left side, it is there. So you should be thorough through your handwritten notes for that.
So it's better they should do their own handwritten notes, short notes.
For biology, or you can say the inorganic chemistry, organic chemistry, I would suggest that it is better to have handwritten notes, because there is a lot of theory in it. So you should, if you read that printed, then you can't understand. You can understand, but can't remember for long time.
Anyone else? Sir, ಅದು ಆನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಡಿ. ಸರ್ ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ ಬಟನ್ ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ ಮಾಡಿ.
ಈಗ ಧೈರ್ಯ ಬರಕತ್ತೆ.
ಹಾಂ
ಈಗ ಧೈರ್ಯ ಬರಕತ್ತೆ.
How to manage our health with this?
ಹಾಂ ವೆರಿ ಗುಡ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್.
Okay. So ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜಿಂಗ್ ಹೆಲ್ತ್, ಪರ್ಸನಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ನಾ ಹೆಲ್ತ್ ಇಗ್ನೋರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೆ. ಅದೇ ಹೆಂಗೆ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ ಆದ್ ನಂಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತು. ಆ ತಂತ್ರ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ ಆದ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ನಾ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ 11th ನಾ ಏನು ರೂಟೀನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೆ, ಮತ್ತೊಮ್ಮೆ ಹೇಳ್ತೇನೆ ರೂಟೀನ್ ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ. ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟಿಂಗ್ದಾಗ ನಾ ರೂಟೀನ್ದಾಗ ಎಕ್ಸಸೈಸ್ ಯೋಗ ಎಲ್ಲ ಇನ್ಕ್ಲೂಡ್ ಮಾಡಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೈಕಲ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಬರ್ತೀನಿ, ಅದು ದೊಡ್ಡ ಯೋಗ ತಿಳ್ಕೊತೀನಿ ನಾನು. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ನಾ ಯಾವಾಗ 12th ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಜನವರಿದಾಗ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾಡ್ ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಹಾಲಿಡೇಸ್. So then I couldn't give the excuse like I don't have time. I have a lot of time. So like around 14 hours a day, I could spend it for studies. So then I planned like getting up and I will fresh up and do yoga, exercise, and then go for a run in my colony, and then coming back to the studies. So after the studies, then having the breakfast, sitting in the sunlight. So it's also important, because if you are sitting in a room where natural sunlight is not available, so it feels like it comes like a percentage of depression in you. So you should be available to the natural sunlight. You should be exposed to that, and then I included in this way. And then coming back and having like you should have time gap in between you for your free time and then studies. Like I managed from completely, I would say. So 6 to 8 8:30 when I had holidays, I would revise and do things. 8:30 till 10, it would be my free time, having my breakfast and sitting in the sunlight, and talking to my sister, parents, or anything, and coming back to studies after 10 to 1:30 or 2 o'clock. Then it would be my breakfast, and I had half an hour nap for them in that time. And then again 4 to 6 o'clock I would be back to the studies, and having half an hour break, again I would be back. So if you see, I had gap after every 3 hours, every 2 hours. So if you are taking that gap in between your studies, so you should you will be feel like you're refreshed for the next slot of time which you are studying. So in this way you can manage. your health. Personally, my health, I didn't focus on that. It went on. Okay.
ಹಾಫ್ ಆನ್ ಅವರ್ ಗ್ಯಾಪ್ ಹಾಫ್ ಆನ್ ಅವರ್ ಇರ್ಬೇಕು ಮತ್ತು
ಹಾ,
ಹಾಂ ಬ್ರೇಕ್
extend
ಏನೋ
ಆಗೋದು.
ನಂಗೆ ರಿಫ್ರೆಶ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಹಾಫ್ ಆನ್ ಅವರ್ ಅದು ಅರ್ಧ ದಿನ ಹೋಗ್ಬಾರ್ದು. ಸರಿ.
On what mindset you went to write it. I mean, casually, logos and exam from Bhaya और question और my self confidence is no अच्छी के वया काट रहे for example if you have that thing then how you came out of it.
Okay, not only for NEET, I will say for all the exams. And first time when I was to fill the form, like ನಾ ವಿರ್ಜ ಸರಿಗೆ ಬಂದು ಕೇಳಿ ಸರ್ ಜಿ ಬರಲೇನ್ರಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಇರೋದು ಬೇರೆ ಸರ್ ನಾನು ನೀಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಸರ್ ಬರಿಲ್ಲ ಏನೋ ಹೋಯ್ತು fill the form and though completing all my syllabus, most of the students even do not even complete their syllabus. ಪೂರಾ ಸಿಲೆಬಸ್ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗಿದ್ರು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು 40 minutes ಟೈಮ್ ಇತ್ತು ನಂಗೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ ಮುಂದೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಾಗ ಮೈ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ಸ್ ವೇರ್ ಸ್ವೆಟಿಂಗ್, ಅಂಜಿಗೆ ಬರತ್ತಿತ್ತು ನಂಗೂ. ಬಟ್ ವೆನ್ ಐ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟೆಡ್ ಸಾಲ್ವಿಂಗ್ ಸೀಯಿಂಗ್ ದ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್, ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸೇ ಬರಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಹಾಂ, ಅದು ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಕೆಮಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತೀನಿ. ಸೊ ಕೆಮಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿ ಓಕೆ ಇತ್ತು, ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ಲಿ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಕೆಮಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ವಾಪಸ್ ಫಿಸಿಕ್ಸಿಗೆ ಬಂದಿದ್ದೆ. ಸೊ ಇದು ಅಂಜಿಕೆ ಅನ್ನೋದೈತೆ ಅದು ಇರೋದೈತೆ ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ, ಅದು ಹೋಗಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಅದನ್ನು ಆ ಟೈಮ್ದಾಗ ನಾವು ಹೆಂಗೆ ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋತೀವಿ ಅನ್ನೋದ್ರ ಮ್ಯಾಗ ಇರ್ತೈತಿ. ಇದು ಜೆ ಇದ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಬೋರ್ಡ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಅಂತೂ ಅದಕ್ಕೇನು ಆಗಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಸಿ ಇ ಟಿ ಬರೋಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋದಾಗ ಆಗಿತ್ತು ನಂಗೆ. ಮತ್ತು ಅವಾಗ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ, ನೀವು ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಆ ದಿವಸ ಬೆಳಗ್ಗೆ ಬುಕ್ ಮುಟ್ಟಬಾರ್ದು. ಮಿರ್ಜಾ ಸರ್ ಅದನ್ನ ಹೇಳಿ ಓದೋದು ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಹಿಂದಿನ ದಿವಸ ಅಂತೆ. ಸೊ ಅದೇನೈತಿ, ನಾವು ಈಗ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಐತಿ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ತಾಸಲೆ ಬುಕ್ ನೋಡಿದ್ವಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇದು ನೋಡಿದೆವು ಅದನ್ನೊಂದು ನೋಡ್ಬೇಕಂತ ಅನಿಸ್ತೈತಿ. ಹಂಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ನೋಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರವ್ರು ನಾನು 20 ಬುಕ್ ಇದಾವೆ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ರಿಟರ್ನ್ ಬರೀ 12th ಮತ್ತು ಆಮೇಲೆ. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನೀವು ಜಲ್ದಿ ಬಿಟ್ಬಿಡ್ಬೇಕು ಬುಕ್ ನೋಡೋದು ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಬರೋಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ. ಸಿ ಇ ಟಿ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಹಾಲ್ ಎಂಟರ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಮತ್ತು ಅವಾಗ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಸ್ವೆಟಿಂಗ್ ಆಗತ್ತಿದ್ದು, ಕಾಲು ನಡಗತ್ತಿದ್ದು. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಮತ್ತು ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡೋಕೆ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಐ ಇನ್ವಾಲ್ವ್ಡ್ ಇನ್ ಇಟ್, ಎಂಡೆಡ್ ಅಪ್ ಸಾಲ್ವಿಂಗ್ ಆಲ್ ದ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್. ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಫಿಸಿಕ್ಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಇನ್ವಿಜಿಲೇಟರ್ಗಳು ಭೀ ನಡಕ್ಕೆ ಇರ್ತಾರೋ ಒಬ್ಬೊಬ್ಬರು ಚಲೋ ಇರ್ತಾರೋ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅವರು ನಂಗೆ ಒಂದು 5 ಸತಿ ಬಂದು ಡಿಸ್ಟರ್ಬ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಹೀಗೆಲ್ಲ ಇದು ಬರಿಬಾರ್ದು ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಪೇಪರ್ ಮ್ಯಾಗ. ಸೊ ಇದೆಂತ ರೂಲ್ಸ್ ರೀ, ಅವಾಗ ಕೇಳೋದ್ರಂಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆಲ್ಲ. ಅವಾಗ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಮಾತಾಡೋದು ನಮಗೂ ಟೈಮ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಓಕೆ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಮತ್ತೆ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು. ಸೊ ಅದು ಫಿಸಿಕ್ಸ್ ಇತ್ತು. ಆ ಫಿಸಿಕ್ಸ್ ಒಂದಕ್ಕೆ ಹಂಗೆ ಆಯ್ತು, ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಅದೇ ಇತ್ತು. ಅದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಇಟ್ ವಾಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಓಕೆ. ಮತ್ತು ನೀಟಿಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಸಾಲ್ವಿಂಗ್ ಆಲ್ ದ PYQs, like in last 1 month I had practiced around 44 all India tests. Question papers I had printed it from Telegram, and then OMR sheet practice. I have everything. I am confident and everything. Morning I wrote one note in my notebook that finally the day has come. You had made your journey memorable. So to add a star on that, so you have to crack today's exam with excellent score. I was ready, went to the exam hall. So I was not allowed to take water bottle in the exam. So I had a habit, like whenever I used to feel like I am getting afraid of this question paper, I used to drink a little bit of water, take a deep breath, and get back to the question paper. So I didn't get water in the exam hall. So that made me more nervous. So and again the paper was unexpected.
Especially physics.
So every time I had attempted the question paper of physics, so I would feel like 4 to 5 questions maximum, like ಅದು ನಂಗೆ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಬರೋದು. ಈಗ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಅಟೆಂಪ್ಟ್ ಆಗೋದು ಅಂಥವು 4-5 ಬಿಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಆ ದಿವಸ ಏನಾಯ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಒಂದು 10-12 ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಹಂಗೆ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ. ಸೊ ಐ ಲೆಫ್ಟ್ ಫಿಸಿಕ್ಸ್, ವೆಂಟ್ ಟು ಬಯಾಲಜಿ ಪೂರ ಮುಗಿಸಿ. ಬಯಾಲಜಿದಾಗೂ ಅರೌಂಡ್ ಐ ಕುಡ್ ಸೇ ದಟ್ ನನ್ನ ಬಯಾಲಜಿ 40 minutesದಾಗ ಮುಗಿತಿತ್ತು ಜನರಲಿ, ಬಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಟುಕ್ 1 hour. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಕೆಮಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿ ಈ ಒಮ್ಮೊಮ್ಮೆ ನಂದು 30 minutesದಾಗ ಮುಗಿತಿತ್ತು, ಒಮ್ಮೊಮ್ಮೆ 45 minutes ತಗೋತಿತ್ತು. ಬಟ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಇಟ್ ಅಗೇನ್ ಟುಕ್ 1 hour 15 minutes ಫಾರ್ ಮೀ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದೇರ್ ವೇರ್ ಐ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಮೈ ಟೈಮ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದೆನ್ ಕೇಮ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಟು ಫಿಸಿಕ್ಸ್. ಅಟ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ನಾ ಫಿಸಿಕ್ಸ್ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡೋ ಬದಲಿಗೆ ಕೌಂಟ್ ಮಾಡತ್ತೀನಿ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್, ಪಾಸ್ ಆಗೋಂಗ್ರೆ ಬರ್ದೇನಿಲ್ಲ. ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಲಿ that was the worst marks I had got. ನಂದು ಹಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ 567 was my last, ಎಲ್ಲಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಕಮ್ಮಿ. And in the 44 question paper which I had solved, and all of them were 660 plus. So I was confident that I could score easily 660 plus. But seeing that, I became too nervous that I could solve only 20 questions of physics in my NEET exam, and I ended up scoring only 71 in physics. But and I literally cried on that day because I never seen such a low marks in my journey. But when I understood that the whole nation has faced this, then I was calm that I am not the only one. ಸೊ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಅಂಜಿಕೆ ಇರೋದಿದೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ.
ನಿಂಗೆ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಅಂಜಿಕೆ ಯಾವಾಗ ಬರಂಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ನೀ ಏನೋ ಓದಿರ್ಬಾರ್ದು, ಇಲ್ಲ ನೀ ಎಲ್ಲ ಓದಿರ್ಬೇಕು, ಅವಾಗ ಅಷ್ಟ ಅಂಜಿಕೆ ಬರಂಗ. ಎಲ್ಲ ಅಂತೂ ಓದಕ್ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಏನೋ ಓದಲ್ದ ಹೋದ್ರಂತೂ ಏನು ಬರಂಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಅಂದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಅನ್ಸೋದೇನಿರ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ನೀ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಪ್ರಿಪೇರಿಂಗ್, ನಿಂಗೆ ಅಂಜಿಕೆ ಬರತ್ತೈತಪ್ಪ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯು ಆರ್ ಇನ್ ರೈಟ್ ಟ್ರ್ಯಾಕ್, ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಟು ವರಿ. ಒನ್ಸ್ ಯು ಸಿ ದ ಕ್ವೆಶನ್ಸ್ ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್, ಯುವರ್ ಮೈಂಡ್ ವಿಲ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ವರ್ಕಿಂಗ್ ಆನ್ ದಟ್. ಅಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಅಂಜಿಕೆ ಹೋಗ್ತದೆ. ಖಾಲಿ ಕೂತಾಗ ಅಷ್ಟು ಅಂಜಿಕೆ ಬರ್ತೈತೆ.
Discipline and consistency every day ಹೆಂಗ್ maintain ಮಾಡೋದು?
ಹಾಂ, ನನಗೂ ಇದು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಆಗಿತ್ತು ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟಿಂಗ್ದಾಗ 11ದಾಗ. ಅದನ್ನ ಹೇಳತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ನಾ ಯಾಕೆ ತ್ರಾಸ ತಗೋತೀನಿ, ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಇಟ್ಟು ಆರಾಮಾದ್ರು. ಅವಾಗ ನಾನು ನೆನಪು ಮಾಡ್ಕೊತಿದ್ದೆ, ನೀ ಯಾಕೆ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಕ್ಕೆ ನನ್ನ ಕೇಳ್ಕೊತೀನಿ. ನಾನು ಐ ಯೂಸ್ ಟು ಟಾಕ್ ಟು ಮೈ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್, ಯಾಕೆ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದಿ, ನಿನ್ ಗೋಲ್ ಏನಿತ್ತು, ಇಟ್ಕೊಬಿಟ್ಟೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆಗ್ತಿದ್ದೇನಲ್ಲ. ಸೆಲ್ಫ್ ಕ್ವಶನಿಂಗ್ ಯಾವಾಗ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋತಿರ್ಲ, ಅವಾಗ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಒಳಗಿಂದ ಬರ್ತಿದ್ ನಾ ಯಾಕೆ ಇದು ಮಾಡತ್ತೇನೋ. ವೆನ್ ಯುವರ್ ವೈ ಈಸ್ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್, ದೆನ್ ಹೌ ದ ಪಾತ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಶೋನ್ ಬೈ ಇಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರ್ಬೇಕು ನಾ ಯಾಕೆ ಮಾಡತ್ತೇನಕ್ಕೆ, ಅವಾಗ ಹೆಂಗ್ ಮಾಡೋದನ್ನ ತಂತನಾದ ವೇ ತೋರಿಸ್ತೀವಿ ನಿಮಗೆ. ಸೊ ಏನ ಡಿಸಿಪ್ಲಿನ್ ಮತ್ತು ಕನ್ಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸಿ ಹೆಂಗ್ ಮೇಂಟೈನ್ ಮಾಡೋದು, ಸೊ ಅದು ನಿಮಗೆ ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಿರ್ತಿದ್ದೆ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಹೇಳೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಆಗಂಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ನಮ್ಮ ಒಳಗಿಂದ ನಾವು ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬರ್ಬೇಕು.
Okay, so that's all about today's event, which is one of the most electrifying and most motivated event of this academic year. And thank you, Bhushan, for coming here. And we are very happy to see all your scores, and we are dreaming, and we are thinking that someone among these will also be here with the more score than this for the next year. Hope someone among you will be here. Right? Okay, thank you so much for being here, and I also thank each and every faculty member sitting over here as well as the students. So we are ending this event here. Thank you so much. We'll meet again in the next episode. Thank you.
Thank you.